Hi all. In this video, we are going to see how we can register the domain and how to host a file, and we will learn few HTML, CSS tags for our complete website design. Okay, so let's start with the domain registration. So since I'm using HostGator, I'm trying with HostGator address. There are multiple domain provider is available in the market, but I'm using HostGator. So first start with the domain registration. Okay, since if you're new to this field, first we want to know what type of business we are into it. Based on the business, we have to create the names for the domain. Either you can search it by your own, or in Google we have here you can have the names. Actually, one second, let me go with the there are multiple domain names site is available. Okay, so let's say for example I'm finding a name here itself in the HostGator itself. Let's say for example, you know learning or tutorial. Okay, I'm searching it here. So here you can see the tutorial site. It's already been taken care by multiple vendors. Like you can see tutorial.com is unavailable. A lot of things are not unavailable here, right? So let's see the below sites. Since we are new, right? So they are asking us whether you need this relevant domain name, right? Once you have the domain name, so once selected the domain name, just click add to cart, and here you can see it will say 1 year or 2 year or 3 year based on the usage of the domains. We can select the particular years. Let's say for example I'm selecting for a 1 year. Okay, so by default, so the total is $27 overall, or else if you want to go for the 2 years, it will be calculated accordingly. When I click to submit to checkout, it will ask a lot of details like credit card number, whether you want to pay how much, like in which way that we are going to pay. So it will ask a lot of details. Okay, so once it is done, you can get the order summary. Okay, so that is also will be available once you submit the credit card number. So since I already have my hosting in this HostGator, I'm going to do the upload all the files in hosting PLS web hosting edition. Okay, so here since this is my website devndpro, so I gave the name as devndpro. Like this and all we can already define in the settings when you are doing the HostGator. The same thing will be available for in any of the hosting website. Now I'm going to log in here. So once I logged in, where you can see here a lot of properties are available, but since we are in the beginning stage, no need to go worry about any of the things. But main thing that we can see is the SSL certificate. It's already been up, for my website it's already SSL has been approved, so I have the SSL already. Okay, so let's either you can go the files from left side menu, or the from here from the icon side. Okay, so I'll go from files. So once that is loaded, where you can see HTTP docs, from the folder structure. So I have to click the HTTP graphs. Okay, so here we can remove the files. Okay, so like this you can remove it. You can see the selected files are removed here. Okay, so I think you have to refresh it. Once you refresh it, it will come. Where you can see that particular learning is not available. Okay, so if you see, this is my website. Okay, so my website files are all available in this file manager only. Okay, in this HTTP docs, where you can see my assets. What are all the assets which have it's been available here? CSS, image, JavaScript. This is the best practice. So I created all in a separate folder. So it will be helpful in the future for the for where we have kept the files. We can easily take it from here. Okay. So what I'm going to do? Let me go to the HTTP docs again. See, this is my website. My website will look like this: devndpro.com. Here you can see this is my website which is got loaded. So here this is my entire website. Okay. So about services, everything has been available. Portfolio. So these are my website actually. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to create one more HTML in the hosting of my area, like in this HTTP docs. Okay, so how we can create? Either you can create, okay, okay, so it's like click the plus symbol here, create a file. So here learning.html, since it's a learning tutorial, so I'm going to create as learning.html. And here if you see, I'm selecting to use the HTML template. So what will happen? It will have the basic HTML template will be available. The basic HTML snippet will be available. Okay. So here is the learning.html file, and this is the code editor of this HostGator website. Okay. So here I'm going to change the name as. And if you see my previous video where I can explain the basic structures, and in this video I'm just explaining a bit more. Okay, so if you have any questions or those, please post in the comments so that I can help you out on those. So now what I'm going to do is, so we're going to give the tabs. So basically which I already told in my previous video, the clean and neat format will help in the future. Where is your tag? How you created it? If you put comments under it will be more looking professional way. So how we can give the comments? So for comments, so here I'm giving the comments. So this is the way that we have to give the comments. So here I'm just giving you for the for timing. I'm just giving a comments as like this. Okay. Okay. Now let's say for example I'm going to create a div. So we have like multiple tags like div, span. Okay, so we'll explain in detail what is div, what is span and all. But for now we can just see how we are creating it. So here span tag. Okay. Learning. Okay. So now save and resume. Now what will happen? Let's go to the new tab where devndpro.com/learning. Okay. So where you can see as I mentioned this file is there in the devndpro my in my hosting. So I created this file. So this file where you can able to see devndpro.com/learning.html. So this is coming from directly from the server side. Okay, it's not from the local. Okay. So now, since we are going bit deeper and deeper, now I'm going to add Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is a framework for CSS where it has a lot of features into it and no need to give any extra CSS no for this. Since we are in the beginning, so we can just directly take the Bootstrap CDN. So what I'm going to do, there are two ways of giving Bootstrap. Either you can download the entire Bootstrap or you can give the CDN path. Let me give it the CDN path. So for CDN path, basically I'll go with some different, CDN, one second, wait. Actually, I'll go with CDN.js. That's a CDN where we have a lot of corrections over here. So just one more, link for you guys. Since if you want to have the any, external frameworks for your project, where you can get it from here in CDN.js. Since here you can see there are three ways of having the file. Either you can copy this URL, just like copy URL, or copy with the tag. Okay. So since we are going to use it, like I'm going to use it with the copy the tag. Okay. So I'm going with bootstrap min.css. Here at the top, I'm just pasting it here. And when you're using bootstrap min.css, the same we have to go for the script tag also. Copy and paste. Why I am putting the script of JS in the bottom, I will explain you in the further videos. So now save and resume. See how now it will look like. We will see. See here you can see the entire look and feel got changed, right? Because since we are using the bootstrap. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to add few more classes. Okay. Class equal to container fluid. See, there are multiple classes. If you put container, it will be look like in the both left and right of the browser. There you can see some spaces, but in the container fluid, it will make full stretch the entire window. Okay, so this class and here I'm going to give my own classes. I'll tell you in future in some time. Okay. So just save and resume. We'll see how this is going to look like. See how it look like, right? So wait, now what I'm going to do is for this let me add a style tag. So if you add a style tag, all the styles now we can add it here itself. This is the internal CSS which we are referring. There are multiple way of reference for the CSS, but this is the internal way of referencing. So background, I hope everyone knows background is the background color for that particular div, and color is the when you're giving the color, it's me. We are giving the color for the text. Since it's black, I'm going for red text for red color. Okay. So now, so how we want to group it means just space and type the head class color. Let's see how it's come. Save and resume. Refresh. See, it came right. Okay, now instead of going type each and every time there, we have the inspect element. It will help in the runtime. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here let's slightly increase to 40. Okay, and font size. Let's increase the font size. Okay, not that much big font size. Okay, and I'm going to have the space. Okay, so for that letter space 1 pixels. So it looks like bit neater, right? Neater way. So I think the red color is not that appealing here. Let's go with the white. Okay, now it's not looking in the middle, right? The vertical middle is not there. So what we can give, no, here we can go for line height. Line height, if we give, see where you can see the text is coming in the vertical middle. Okay, you can copy this, go to your editor, paste it here. As I already told, the indent is more important. It looks neat when it is an indent. Save and resume. Refresh here. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to create, since we are using Bootstrap, right? So we are going to create, see, Bootstrap is a column based Bootstrap. Okay, it has 12 columns overall. Okay, so what we can do is, let's say for example here, okay, in the top div, I'm getting a div. I am going to give the column as column -md -3. What does it mean is column medium 3. So 3 is a column, so it will build. Okay, no need of 3. Let's go with 4 because I need 3 columns overall. So 4 3s are 12. Okay. Wait. So here, sorry, actually I have to give the class. Okay, let me copy this. So we have separated the column. Okay, either we can give in this way or div. Once we give the container, the next step will be row. So after row, add these columns. Okay, so in the first column we are giving the learning, and in the second column which I'm going to give the email ID, and in the see again when it's not indented, you can see right how looking odd. Yeah, now it's better. And here the last, the username. Okay, save and resume. Let's see how it works. See how it came, right? It came very nice, very neatly, right? So now let's say for example if we want to move this particular username to the right, what we can give, we have the class for that also. So what I'm going to do, span class equal to text right. That means it will come to the right side. These are bootstrap classes. I'm not given any classes here. These are bootstrap classes. Let's see how it's come. What happened? I have to cut this. இந்த செக்ஷன் வந்து நான் கட் பண்ணிடுறேன். ஓகே, okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one more div that's next to the header div. This is for the logo purpose. So currently I'm just going to give the logo as text. Okay, and let me add a few more classes for this one also. Dot header. So here what I'm going to do, background will be yellow. Just trying one thing. Height will be like 30 pixels. Color will be black. Font size will be 15 pixels. Okay, so let's add this by putting class. You can see that learning dev is came here, right?